Hello and what's up everyone, Thunderbob here, and tonight we're going to be looking at a piece of software for the Steam Deck called Crankshaft. This software will allow you to install a number of plugins into your Steam Deck. One of the best ones I found is Recapture, which allows you to capture video directly onto the Steam Deck in gaming mode. You don't need an external capture card, you don't need any external hardware, another computer or anything. Literally, you will have a button in your system tray which will be clickable to start recording, and this is footage directly recorded on my Steam Deck in that way. Yeah, so we're going to go and look at how to install it and how to enable it. Okay, to install Crankshaft, you go to the website, it's crankshaft.space. I'll have a link for that below as well. This is the main page. If you click on install, it has installation instructions. I'm only going to focus on the Steam Deck in this video. The basics are you have to enable CEF debugging mode in the Steam settings. And I'll show that here. You go to the settings menu. By clicking on the Steam button, you go to system. You turn on the developer mode. From there, you scroll down to the developer section, which you've just enabled, and you turn on the CEF remote debugging mode. When prompted, don't restart Steam, choose later. Instead, go to the power menu and click switch to desktop. Now, I won't have footage of this, but you'll switch to your desktop mode and use your Discover Store. You've probably already messed around with this if you've dug deeply into the Steam Deck. In the Discover Store, search for Crankshaft. There should only be one application. Install it. Well, after it's installed, you will see a new application installed on your discovery menu. Launch it. You should see a puzzle piece icon in your system tray. Click on the return to gaming mode, which should be in the top left of your desktop. And after a few seconds, you'll see like the normal Steam screen pop up, and then it'll kind of like refresh on you, and Crankshaft has now been installed. And once it's installed, you'll get some new menus here. There's a Crankshaft menu and manage plugins. In the Crankshaft menu, you can restart Crankshaft, reload Steam. You can disable that CEF debugging option from in here. Just get some general information. The manage plugins allows you to see installed plugins, and then get plugins is actually where you find plugins. This is where you can install things like Recapture. There are a ton of other useful utilities in here. I'm going to be focusing on Recapture here. You can see it is already installed. Normally you would just click the install button to install that application. And once it's installed, if you click on the three dots, it'll bring up a new option under this little gear icon here. This is where you can enable it, and you'll notice that it says stop recording because I am recording this. Yeah, it's that simple. Click on the record button. If you want to find your footage, you go to the desktop mode, go to home, videos, recapture. You can drop that on like flash drive or something to move it over to your PC. I will say the application does have its occasional bug. I'd say about 1 in 10 records. I'll hit that record button and record a few minutes, and then when I click the stop record button, it just says failed to record. It's not very common, and it seems to happen with longer sessions. Most of the time when I'm recording footage on the Steam Deck, it's just to get a couple of minutes to show like the performance on a game, so it's not a huge issue. But if you're looking to record longer sessions, you may have some problems. There is also the issue of having to move this footage over to like a PC for editing. It's difficult to move footage over because of the Linux operating system. The best way I found to do it is actually to plug in an external hard drive into the Steam Deck, move the items over to that hard drive, and then plug the hard drive into my computer. And there is a very slight performance overhead when you're running the Recapture software. It is recording footage while you're playing. And I would put it, maybe 5 to 10% or something. I haven't benchmarked it, but I haven't noticed like huge drops or anything like that. Overall, it's still definitely playable. This piece of software is very new, and there is a disclaimer on the website basically saying, use at your own risk. You may run into issues. Keep that in mind. Also, with the plugins, make sure you kind of vouch them. I can't speak to all of them and the quality of them. Make sure who's putting them out there. Recapture I've used, I haven't had any issues with. So far, it's worked really well. But whenever you're modifying something, always keep that in mind. Make sure you're tech savvy enough to be able to reset your Steam Deck if you had to. So I'm gonna end it there. Overall, the software has worked really well for me, and I'm definitely going to use this in my rotation to get some footage for the channel. If you want to see anything in particular, let me know. If you have any issues, I can give you some software troubleshooting if I'm able to. If not, I'll try to point you in the right direction. But I do want to thank everyone for watching tonight. If you enjoyed this, please do like, subscribe, drop me a comment, let me know what you think, and have a good night, everyone.